Aloha, this is Tom Lesher with the weekly Pele Report for February 8th of 2012. And it is a windy day. It's windy out here. I hope I can get through this without this thing falling apart. The winds of change are upon us. This is a very powerful time, and that power is not going to stop. It's only going to metamorphose into different kinds of power. And what we have happening this week is there's a very strong configuration I want to discuss a little bit, and it has primarily to do with the feminine. As we know, I just said that, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Venus has left the sign of Pisces. We've been in about a month of Venus and Pisces, this feminine energy of the dream, the water, going inward, imagining, with that Sun and Mercury and Aquarius and all of this light happening and our aha moments with the third eye opening, very powerful, wonderful experiences of imagining new future possibilities for ourselves and our community. And now there's a new beginning. Venus has closed, it's finished that whole yearly cycle as it moved through Pisces, enters into Aries, and then this week, tomorrow, Venus conjoins with the planet Uranus, and it's going to be there all weekend. And we have this powerful configuration going on, particularly on Friday. That is when it is most intense, but it's carrying on as the moon moves through Libra. The moon enters Libra on Friday, okay, and it comes into this opposition, opposing this Venus-Uranus in Aries. But that's not all. There's also, up above there is Chiron and Neptune at the beginning of Pisces, and down here there is Jupiter conjunct Lilith at the beginning of Taurus, and right in the middle is that Venus-Uranus conjunction. So when the moon moves up into Libra, it forms what's called a yod, the finger of God. And this is really associated with kind of a fate, with kind of a destiny, of something that needs to occur, that needs to happen. The finger of God is upon us this weekend. It's very amazing. So we have this moon opposite Venus and Uranus, which is exactly at the midpoint of Chiron and Neptune and Lilith and Jupiter in Taurus. So this rebirth of a new feminine, this rebirth of the new feminine involves the integration, the healing of separation that began ages and ages and ages ago. As I have talked about on numerous talks that I've given, we are in this particular shifting time of the changing of the ages. Not only the changing of the ages, but even larger than that is the fall of the patriarchy. This patriarchy of the male-dominated energy that's existed for 6,500 years, preceded by a matriarchy that existed for 6,500 years, is now, after 13,000 years, there is a retuning, a refining, a rebalancing of the masculine and the feminine. In order to accomplish this balancing, something new needs to emerge. And I believe I have found it. It's the dark moon Lilith. Yes, I'm incorporating it into my readings now. It is the very powerful feminine mythological figure who was the first wife of Adam. And she was a very powerful feminine force who would not be subdued, subjected, or dominated, or controlled by Adam, and was therefore exiled from the Garden of Eden and replaced with Eve, a more docile feminine energy. And if we look at astrology, and we look at the feminine energies that are existing, we see the moon, the mothering, nurturing, caring, protective, understanding feminine energy. And then we see Venus, Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty and refinement and creativity and oh so warm and cushy. Well, that's not all there is to the feminine. We must incorporate the dark moon Lilith, this darkness. And if we think of masculine, feminine, yin, yang, creative, receptive, light, dark, if we want to move on out of this world of polarity, of duality, between light and dark, plus and minus, good and bad, this third dimensional physical realm, and into the world of spirit and unity and oneness, we must overcome our fear of the dark and stop chasing the light. The light, if we look at it, is what we can see. It's visual. And this is the split right here. The third eye is oneness and unity. It's the sixth chakra, above which there is no polarity and duality. It is our spiritual nature. Below that sixth chakra, everything is dual. 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils. It goes on down, down, down the line. 2 arms, 2 legs. Yeah? So we have 2, 2, 2 below this point. And if we want to move out of or realize or break open Uranus, Venus-Uranus, the feminine ability is now awakening, enlightening this new potential of understanding within us. I'm going to say it has to do with this acceptance of chaos, of darkness, as being a part of God. God, goddess. Let's get out of, let's even go beyond God, goddess, because that's even a masculine, feminine, and get into creator, source energy, our multi-dimensional self. And in order to do that, we need to descend down into the darkness. The womb, where we all spent 9 months prior to emerging into the light, is where we are formed. It's where the magic happens. It's where the mystery resides. It's where our mind and our strategy and our ego intellect cannot penetrate into the depths of creation, creative ability, and the power to bring forth something new. So if we want to remain in this light of Aquarius, Sun, Mercury is still there now. There's this, there can be this busyness and this light and this discovery, etc., etc., etc. But on another level, a much greater, deeper, broader level, we have this opportunity as this finger of God points to this rebirthing. This is just such an amazing time. Lilith was conjunct Jupiter in December 16th at 0 degrees of Taurus. It comes into, it's doing a dance with Black Moon Lilith and the Jupiter joining together in Taurus this year, in Gemini next year, and then in Cancer late 2013 into 2014. This is a 3-year period of integrating this powerful feminine energy that will not be subdued. We all have this feminine energy, and we'd like to move into a space of not rejecting it, of not trying to dominate it, subdue it. So for men, this has to do with the fear of a powerful feminine energy that can be feared to the point of wanting to dominate, control, and suppress initially. For women, this brings up this past unconscious past lifetimes of being rejected, of being either subdued, suppressed, or rejected and exiled, which then brings up anger, bitterness, resentment. It's time to heal these wounds between the masculine and feminine. That happens initially within ourselves, and then that healing that occurs within ourselves manifests in the healing of our relationships and in the healing of our planet. Let's not forget Father Sky, Mother Earth. Yes, and Mother Earth is also a part of this powerful feminine force that I'm experiencing right now. But certainly I'm on Big Island, which is, I think, the largest active volcano on the planet. Pele is a very powerful dark moon Lilith kind of a figure here. But so what this has to do with, and what I feel very strongly, is being able to sit in darkness, not seeing, analyzing, triggering the visual, but even close your eyes to go inward to the darkness. And that darkness is chaos. That darkness is feeling. And we need at this time to feel our way into the future. Because in that feeling lies the ultimate mystery of creation. And that is the power of magic. This can be a very magical time. And if we try to control it, if we try to dominate it, direct it, strategize and manipulate it, we're going to lose the fascination, the beauty, the excitement, the fun, the joy of, I mean, come on, the roller coaster, the ride. This is a magical mystery tour. I think the Beatles had it together there, yeah? So the mantra for this week is, as I open to the chaos of darkness within, I invoke the mystery of life to begin. As I open to the chaos of darkness within, I invoke the mystery of life to begin. And that mystery is not only scary and powerful, but it's juicy and warm and amazing and magnificent. So this weekend, particularly Friday and Saturday, tap in to the deeper sources and recesses of the darkness within and balance it, love it, and let the fun begin. I leave you with those words this week. I wish you the very best. Aloha, namaste, so much love.